Welcome to Projects Distilled. Thank you for being here. In this video, we take a look at ChatGPT again, but not to find ways to assist us project managers. In today's video, we talk about why some companies, big companies, are banning employees from using it. All of these great time-saving PM tricks that we've learned on this channel so far cannot be used by employees at JP Morgan Chase. That's 270,000 employees. Amazon, that's 1.5 million employees. Verizon, 117,000 employees. And Accenture, 738,000 employees. That's more than 2.6 million employees banned from using ChatGPT. Plus, there are school districts across the country that are looking at whether they should ban students from using it. New York and Seattle have already taken some action. In the rest of this video, we're going to look at why ChatGPT is getting banned and whether you should adopt it or not based on what others are saying. ChatGPT, we know it's been in the press a lot, and for good reason. We've explored what it can do for project managers, and my conclusion is that it makes a pretty good project assistant. However, is there more to it that we need to consider? With all these companies and schools banning it, should we be more cautious? Let's look at their arguments. First, data privacy. Some organizations are fearful that feeding it any proprietary information will allow that information to go into this collective data repository it has, and that ChatGPT can potentially be handing competitors that information. So, that's actually a fair point. But does getting project assistance with project schedule, budget, or scope expose the company? Actually, it could. If you feed ChatGPT scope information about expanding into new markets, that could take away some of your organization's leverage. So I have to admit, this is an issue to be concerned about. Second, bad information. We've seen it in some of our other videos. ChatGPT does a good job overall, but we saw some information failures that, if we had not caught them, could have been problematic or, at a minimum, embarrassing if they were to come to light at work. I've said consistently that you need to use your rational thought to review ChatGPT's output before using it in real life. This still stands. So this is an issue to be concerned about too. Third, intellectual property issues. In none of my conversations with ChatGPT did it ever cite a source or a reference. Maybe I asked it the wrong questions, but others have also noted that it tends to give out information freely without regard to intellectual property or copyright considerations. At the companies I've worked for, they have gone out of their way to ensure that they do not improperly use anyone else's copyrighted materials. It's such a big liability. So I hate to say this, but this is also a problem. Finally, some are saying that ChatGPT gives the bad guys access to a powerful tool to help them with their hacking, stealing, and other nefarious activities. It does have a deep repository of data that can be used for good or bad. So I think this is a valid concern, but not necessarily for a company using ChatGPT. The bad guys will have access to the tool with or without you using it. So I don't think that this is a real concern. So if we look at our scorecard, it shows that 3 out of 4 concerns are actually valid. So what does this mean for your use of ChatGPT in the workplace? If your company has outright banned it, then abide by that ban. Also, if your company has provided guidelines for the use of artificial intelligence, abide by those guidelines. But if your company has not provided any guidance, here are my suggestions for proceeding. Number 1, make sure that your manager is aware of your desire to use the tool and ask if they have any concerns. If no concerns are surfaced, proceed with these self-imposed guardrails. Do not use it for strategically significant projects. Those where details of the project, if they got out, could weaken the company's position. And then number 2, always check the output to ensure that, number 1, it passes the rational thought test. 2, it does not contain obvious copyright or intellectual property violations. I am personally going to continue to explore the tool and use it for things outside of work. And I think that that's probably fine. Using it in work is fine if you stay cognizant of the privacy concerns. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Before we end this, just one quick thing. I've taken my years of project experience and married them with my MBA from UC Berkeley. The result is my book, The MBA Distilled for Project and Program Professionals. If you already have your project certifications and you're looking for a way to improve your skills further, you need this book. It takes MBA concepts from core classes and applies them to project management. It's available on Amazon in softcover or Kindle, or visit my website, mbadistilled.com, for more information.